So this is the paper which all the NASA apologists used to say the moon landings were real. And this is a scientific article published, I think it's by a university in Colorado. And they have all the math which explains the parabolic curve which the dust was flying through the air in the Apollo missions, or flying through a vacuum supposedly. So if you just look at the number I've outlined here, this is, you can see all the math in the article, and then it says here I outlined is fixed by the frame rate to be 1/29.97 seconds. In other words, 29.97 frames per second. So this is how they calculate the dust, the parabolic curve of the dust. This proves that it was in a vacuum. And if you can follow my, Wheezy, you can see my mouse here. So you can see the dust flying off of the back of the rover, right?
Yep. In the Grand Prix.
Yeah, so they drew this it's imaginary blue dotted line here, and they said the dust is therefore following this parabolic arc, which therefore proves this is vacuum and cannot be a hoax. So you have to take their word for it that the dust is actually following this arc. But if you actually look here at the lower picture, I just do a red line here, which shows the actual arc which the dust is taking. So first of all, they want you to believe that the dust is somehow following this magic blue line that they drew on the picture. And then the second point they want you to believe is that the frame rate is 29.97 frames per second. Okay, so this, and they have all their math based on the assumption of the frame rate. We can calculate the gravity to be 1/6 that of Earth, and this therefore is on the moon, because the frame rate, the rate at which the dirt falls in the video with the frame rate at 29.97 frames per second shows the exact gravitational pull of the moon. This is just based on their assumption. This is just a hearsay. We're telling you that this is the frame rate, and we're telling you the number you need to use to base your math on. Okay, so this is just totally wrong math. It's math based on an assumption. So that's his point number one. Okay, his point number one is that this proves it was on the moon because the math works out. But that whole math is based on a given frame rate. So then he's accusing me of trust me, bro. Right? He's the one presenting Phil with a trust me, bro frame rate, and then accusing me of being the one, you know. So
yeah,
anyway,
I think the thing with him, he has a debate style, and there were a couple of times I felt you could have came in. I thought someone with MC Toon, you can't be respectful, you can't be nice. You have to match his assholeness.